Hi everyone. In this video, we're going to talk about RAM. So RAM is also known as memory and it's very important part of the computer. And since most of the time it's called memory, it appears to be software for many. Like memories can't be touched or are not tangible sort of thing. So that must be software, right? And one of the students asked me if they can download more RAM online like other software. This question actually prompted me to create this video that yes, the word memory has software connotation, but let's not create these insinuations, whatever you want to call it, about RAM. RAM is not software. Yes, it is called the short-term memory of a computer where data is stored temporarily, but it is not software. Consider it like a playground where all kids or even adults come to play with their tools and then they go back to their own places. So they go back to their home, right? They don't stay in the playground. They just play in the playground for a specific time. Similarly, every time a program is to be run, whether it is a coding program or a game or a software, all these are programs, right? They have some sort of programming instructions. So every time they require running or execution, they are very active, they come to the playground called RAM, okay? Or you also call it memory, right? And they run there, they play there. So we also have hard drive. Hard drive is the permanent storage where files are saved. So hard drive is like the house, right? And RAM is like the playground. RAM is the temporary storage. So RAM is like the playground where instructions come to play and then they go back to hard drive. So they are saved. They are stored in hard drive. So they are saved in hard drive, right? And then we also have CPU or processor acting like a referee or a coach or something that watches over those instructions, right? And I do want to mention here we have another part called motherboard that keeps all these components in one place. This is how it looks like. Okay, so this is motherboard, and on motherboard you will find CPU socket. So it's not like that CPU is, sitting somewhere outside the computer or, inside the cabinet somewhere or something like that. It is just a chip, processor, So that, and then on motherboard itself, you will find RAM slots. This is how they look like. Okay, and these are also called expansion slots because they can be used to expand RAM, right? And what is RAM? RAM or memory sticks are put into the slots. So these are your RAM sticks, right? These are RAM sticks and they are put into these slots. Okay. This is the memory where programs run. So yes, RAM is hardware, it's not software. So when you save a program, as we do on this channel, they are kept on a hard disk. And when you run them, when you save them, they are kept on hard disk. And when you run them, they are brought back to the memory, to the playground, and they run there. And they use that temporary storage for processing. And see, that's the main difference between process and program. Program is saved in the hard drive, right? So it is passive, and then process runs. Process is a program running. So process is in the RAM, right? It is running. It is very active. And I also want to mention here, since the question was, can we download more RAM, right? So it's not a software, but yes, you can increase RAM by adding more RAM sticks, and you can just add, there are many other restrictions about the size and everything and also how many slots are there, right? So yeah, And if your system is slow, I do want to mention this. If your system is slow and you need to expand RAM without adding more sticks, you can free up some space by deleting temporary files or uninstalling applications that start running in the background when you start your system. Because only the active things in the computer will disturb your performance or make it slower. And active things are associated with the RAM, as I explained, right? So if there are more active things, means more RAM is occupied and newer things are not finding space to run, right? So you can either add up more sticks or stop loading up more applications.